we're going to look at the parts of a yeast cell. Unlike you and me, who are made up of many cells, a yeast cell is just one cell, and it belongs in the family fungi. The first part we're going to look at is this outside part of the cell. This is called the cell wall, and it's the cell wall's job to help protect the yeast cell, just like bark on a tree. The next part we're going to look at is the cell membrane. This membrane is like a skin underneath the cell wall, and it's the job of the cell membrane to control what goes into the yeast cell and what comes out of the yeast cell. This large round thing is the nucleus. This is a very important part of the cell. Inside the nucleus is the DNA. The DNA is the instruction manual for the entire cell. It holds all the information for everything that the cell needs to make. This stuff here is the cytoplasm. Inside the cell, there's not all empty space. There's actually a kind of liquid jelly kind of stuff called cytoplasm. And inside that cytoplasm, the nucleus and all the other parts of the cell can move around inside the cell. This little yellow fellow is called a mitochondrion. Each cell has lots of these mitochondria, and they have a very important job. Their job is to release energy to the cell so that the cell can do all the work it needs to do. The mitochondrions are the little factories that help release that energy to the cells. All these little dots everywhere are called ribosomes. They're very important in the cell because they are the factories where things for the cell are made. Using the energy that the mitochondria release inside the cell and the instruction manual that is contained in the nucleus, these ribosomes make all the things required for the yeast cell. These are just some of the things that you will find inside a yeast cell. There are actually quite a few other things in yeast cells that do all sorts of different special jobs, but for today we're just going to look at these few things. Now, did you know that the yeast cell has a nucleus, a cell membrane, mitochondrion and ribosomes? All these are also present inside the cells of your body. Let's have a quick look at those parts of the yeast cell again. There is the cell wall that helps protect the yeast cell. There is the cell membrane that controls what goes into and out of the yeast cell. There is the nucleus that contains the DNA, the instruction manual for the cell. There is the cytoplasm, which is the jelly-like substance that all the insides of the cell move around in. There are mitochondria to help release chemical energy for the cell to use for growth and development. And there are lots of ribosomes that are the little factories that use the information from the nucleus to make all the little bits and pieces that the cell needs.
Probiotic drinks. Prebiotic food. I think there's a spelling mistake here. Pre. Can you believe the spelling mistake?
There is no spelling mistake. Probiotics and prebiotics sound similar, but they're different things. I'll explain. Our gut is home to hundreds of different microbes, mainly bacteria. There are 10 times more bacteria in our gut than all the cells in our body.
Oh.
All these microbes play a vital role in shaping our health. There are the bad bacteria and the good bacteria. The bad bacteria are not welcome. They cause many diseases, including cancer.
Get out now! You're not welcome here!
Well, I'm Steph. You get it?
But the good bacteria help us maintain a healthy gut. They assist in the digestion of food, produce vitamins and nutrients, and keep the bad bacteria away. But the balance between the good and the bad microbes is very wobbly. For diet, alcohol, antibiotics, and, age may weaken our good bacteria and lead to the spreading of pathogens in our gut. And to help restore the balance, we can ingest more good bacteria by having probiotic drinks. Probiotics are friendly bacteria with proven health benefits.
What does this all have to do with probiotics anyway?
I am getting there. Probiotics thrive in a group of special plant fibers which can only be digested by them. Can you guess what these fibers are called? Prebiotics! Prebiotics are the food that probiotics love to eat. Bananas, chicory, and artichokes are examples of food containing prebiotic fibers. These fibers are not digested until they reach the probiotic in the gut, where they are broken down into small molecules known as short-chain fatty acids. These molecules are used as energy source for metabolism and cell growth, and they are also known to have anti-cancer properties. Because only probiotics can digest prebiotics, they grow in numbers and help controlling the bad bacteria in our gut.
Poor little guys. They must be
What are
starving.
you doing with that banana?
Here we are with some prebiotics for you. Yum, yum.
Prebiotics are the food of pride!
Have you ever wondered why your favorite fruits and vegetables display such a fascinating spectrum of color? It's not by coincidence. The specific shade of each fruit and vegetable, be it red, orange, yellow, or green, is determined by its carotenoids, natural pigments that possess strong antioxidant properties. Carotenoids do more than just provide color, however. They are also powerful phytonutrient antioxidants that are capable of quenching an impressive amount of oxidation. These highly unsaturated, lipid-soluble organic compounds occur naturally in plants, as well as in some algae, fungus, and bacteria strains. And despite thousands of years of consumption, only recently have we truly begun to understand the diverse role that they play in human health. From cardiovascular and immune system support to healthy vision and respiratory function, carotenoids are teeming with compounds that have been shown to positively affect the quality of life. To date, over 700 different carotenoids have been officially identified, although only a handful have been shown to possess beneficial health effects. 4 of the most popular and well-recognized carotenoids are beta-carotene, lutein, lycopene, and astaxanthin. They have been the subject of intense research and are now widely regarded as staples of good health.